What up, guys? This is Guido, the boss at Bout's Most Wanted Scammers. This video has been long overdue, and now I get to go ahead and unleash some fury on a certain bout maker and this bout hobby of ours. That this guy is truly a piece of shit. Excuse my language, but truly one of the most scumbag pieces of garbage bout maker to ever sell bouts in this hobby. This guy may not be the number one guy, but he's definitely up there on the list. He's one of the top bad, fraudulent scammer makers out there today. Before we get down and dirty, if you're watching this on YouTube and if you're not a member of Bout's Most Wanted Scammers, go to Facebook, type in Bout's Most Wanted Scammers in the search bar, fill out all the questions, send a request, and update yourselves on yesterday's and today's bout scammers. So, this certain piece of crap bout maker that I'm going to talk about. I've been helping this guy's customers for a little bit, trying to get their bouts from this piece of crap maker, and eventually I was blocked, so I can't help certain ones further. I managed to help a few of them, but when things got tough and it was time to lay the smack down on his candy ass, went ahead and blocked me. And these customers of his came up to me for assistance, for help, and again I was able to help a few, but not all. There's about a total of 6 customers currently today that still haven't gotten their bouts, and this piece of crap maker pretty much is now ignoring them, and seems like they're just never going to get their bouts. So I got the green light to put this guy on blast, because in the beginning I didn't want to put him on blast for the sake of the possible risk of this maker not giving them their bouts because of me putting on blast. But this guy went ahead and pretty much ignored them, and it's not responding to their messages anymore. So I got the green light now to make this video and put this cocksucker on blast. So the one that I'm talking about is a bout maker that I myself have encountered back in 2022, and this guy also screwed me over on a bout. Now, I was able to get a bout from this bout maker, so I didn't get screwed over completely. However, I did get a piece of crap belt, if you will, with so many problems with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you my side of the story at the end, and to see what happened to me as well with this piece of crap maker. So this maker is none other than Muhammad Salman from Foreigners Bouts. I think a lot of you already that are part of the bout game have seen a lot of posts going on throughout the hobby, and you guys pretty much know already what's happening with this belt maker, but I'm gonna do this video anyway, and because I don't like this guy. I never did, from the point that he sent me a messed up belt and didn't want to fix the belt. So luckily, fortunate for me, I went ahead and paid through PayPal, goods and services. So since Salman did not want to fix my belts and he did not want to issue a partial refund, I went ahead and opened up a PayPal claim back in 2022, and I was awarded half of the funds. So that's what I asked, because in a little bit I will show you what I wanted on my belt, and I received a belt with different specs, and that's not the way that I wanted it. So this guy is definitely a scumbag. Salman, I'm sure you're going to be watching this video. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of crap in this hobby. You should shut down your operation, and you should get the hell out of this belt hobby. You've been creating a lot of animosity. You've been backstabbing your customers. You backstabbed me. You backstabbed. You're still backstabbing your middleman, or a gentleman that's trying to help out, whatever you want to call it. You're backstabbing a guy that is willing to help you out, to help out also the customers, and you're screwing him, and you're screwing all these customers, about 6 of them that I know. There's probably more than that. So Muhammad Salman from Foreigners Belts. Muhammad Salman from Foreigners Belts. He's been on my scam list since 2022. Scammer alert number 22-0023. Muhammad Salman. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read a couple of complaints from people that he is screwing over at this point in time. Now, I'm not going to show, well, maybe, hold on, let me see here. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to read one of these complaints, and this is for one of the customers that he is screwing over. And this customer mentions the other 2 customers that he's also screwing over. I'm not going to mention nobody's names because I did not ask them whether it was okay or not to name them here in this YouTube video. So out of respect for that, I'll hold their names, but I will read their complaint regarding Muhammad Salman. What I'm about to read is posted on Belt's Most Wanted Scammers, so it's there on the feed. If just in case there's some of you out there that's saying that I'm making these complaints up. These are legit complaints from legit customers from Muhammad Salman Foreigners Belts that he fucked over. And these people ordered belts, and as of today, still we're in middle of July, July 16, I believe. They still haven't gotten their belts. So give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. It says here, hey guys, I'm new here. I wanted to put Muhammad Salman from Foreigners Belts on blast. I sent him a full payment for a belt that he said he had in stock, and it will be shipped the next day. He received the money. I paid him. He sent me a fake tracking number, DHL, on June 14th, and still nothing. Now he blocked me from his group page. I can't comment. He also scammed two of my friends, and then he names two other people. This gentleman here went ahead and put evidence and screenshots of the conversation between him and Muhammad Salman. I'm not going to go ahead and go through the comments of the conversation between him and Salman, but it is on Bout's Most Wanted Scammers page, and it's on the wall there. So in case anybody has doubt to say that it's fake or whatever, it's totally true. This is what's really happening. And as a matter of fact, these posts really, this past week and a half, these guys that's been scammed from Muhammad Salman Foreigners Bouts, they've been putting him on blast in other groups anyway. So let's go ahead and go with the next complaint here. All right. So here's another complaint. Hey guys, do not purchase any belts from Muhammad Salman, aka Muhammad Zain. He is a thief and a scammer. I will add photos of my group DM with him, and then he mentions the middleman or the person that's assisting to try to get these belts from Muhammad Salman. In the comments, I sent him $1,340 for 4 custom belts that were supposed to ship over a month ago. Another complaint there. This guy spent $1,340, and as you can hear, still has not gotten any belts, and that post was about 5 days ago. So Muhammad Salman he's burying himself, and he's just burning bridges all over the place. At one point, even after what he did to me, it seemed like he was getting back on track and developing decent looking belts, but then just went backwards and started to take too many orders and was unable to produce products. And I'm going to tell you why at the end. Why is this happening? And this gentleman went ahead and posts evidence of that. Let's read another complaint here for another customer. I want you guys to be aware, do not purchase any belts from Muhammad Salman from Foreigners Belts. I've been waiting for this guy to send a stock belt that I paid him over a month now. He has sent me fake tracking numbers from DHL. Every time I contacted him, he goes ghost. Until I post how bad of a businessman and scammer he is. Then I hear from him. I advise no one to do business with this man. And then he went ahead and put evidence of the conversation between him and Muhammad Salman. So again, these are 3 customers right now that they still have not gotten their product. One of the guys that was able, one of the last guys that was able to help out and get their bout was similar stories, just like the other ones, right? They all paid Muhammad Salman, and Muhammad Salman is just never sends the product. The last one that I helped getting his product was I believe it was also a stocked belt. He sent the money. One is going to think they're going to get tracking within, either the same day or the next, maybe 2 days tops, right? Shouldn't take longer than that. And this guy, Muhammad Salman, went ahead, ignored the customer. The customer had to keep on sending messages every day, a few times a day. And Muhammad Salman, don't worry. I haven't had time to go get tracking or, to deliver this and that, making a lot of excuses. I was tagged into that group with this customer and Muhammad Salman, even though that I was blocked at that point. When they tagged him onto the group chat at the DM, I was able to communicate with Muhammad Salman, and so he don't like me at all, and for good reason. Why? Because I don't play around, and that's just the truth. And he knows how I am, and he knows that he already has a file at Bell's Most Wanted Scammers, and he remembers me to top it all off. And it's funny because during that conversation, he goes ballistic, cussing, starts disrespecting and all this other crap. So me and him go back and forth a little bit. But eventually what happened was Muhammad Salman ended up taking himself out of the group. Therefore, I was unable to contact or do further contact with Muhammad Salman. But at the end of that story, there was some light onto that. The customer eventually did get his belt. So, that's one of the rare now on what's happening is that these guys, the other guys, still have not been able to get their belts. Now, those were 3 statements and complaints that I got. I have 3 more, but went ahead and talked to the customers on those other 3, and they're not ready to come forward yet with the complaints. They're just still sitting tight, and hopefully, and they're wishing that Muhammad Salman would eventually do right. One of the guys had been waiting for about 4 months for their 2 belts that they ordered, and he was promised that they would get it within 2 months, and it's already been 4 months for him. And the same thing's happening, ghosting, ignoring, etc., etc. The other two customers that are not ready to come forward. They both bought stock belts, and again, one says that they have stock belts ready to go, and the customer pays for those stock belts. They need to be shipped pretty much immediately, and it's been about 4 to 6 months. One was 4, the other one's 6, and again, the same MO like the others: ghosting, ignoring, false promises. One of them had also a fake DHL, just trying to buy time, I guess. Don't know. And it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. So this video has to be made, and people that I don't know that has done business and that are waiting for their belts with Muhammad Salman, you guys should come out of the dark and tell your stories and put Salman on blast for not giving your product at the time that you were promised. There is no need to protect this piece of crap in our belt hobby. He needs to go through the ringer. He needs to get his ass kicked verbally, okay? In order for him to get it in his puny brain that this is not the way to do business at all. This is not the way. to win customers over. You're just Salman. You're just destroying yourself. You're destroying your credibility. You're destroying your company. People are going to see this video. People are going to read your customers' comments and complaints, and that's not going to help you out in the long run, Salman. It's not going to help you out. And so, what's happening? Why is he not sending these belts to these customers? Why is he not sending these belts? I mean, he's getting paid the money, right? He should be able to ship these things out. Well, what's happening here is that Salman is actually using the funds. He's using the money from previous customers to ship or try to ship other customers that's been waiting even longer. So, for instance, let's say if I were to go ahead and put an order with Salman now, he's going to use my funds to ship probably, 7 customers down that are still waiting for their belts and to ship theirs over. So I'm the one that's going to be stuck, waiting a long time as well. And in some cases, it seems like, according to these other customers, that it seems like they're never going to get their belts. So he's mismanaging his money, his funds that he's getting, and everybody that's a customer is literally paying the price in a negative way, that they're going to be waiting a long time for them to get their own belts. So I'm going to go ahead and read this statement that I did on Muhammad Salman back in 2022. The belt that I ordered was a big gold, crumb ring. Excuse me. All right. A lot of talking gets your mouth dry. All right, so I ordered a big gold crumb ring back in 2022. I forgot the month. And the specs was, the belt was supposed to be 6.5 millimeters zinc plates, hand tooled work with texture plates, very, how he puts it, very rope border. Supposed to be coming with a rope border. It says here, real quality gold, 24K dual plates. This is him telling me what my belt is going to come with. Real floppy leather strap with hand tooled leather strap. Stitching, I think he means stitching. Color of your choice. He's going to use Australian crystal stones, and he's going to make it in 15 days only, and he's going to deliver it shipping through DHL. Now, there was other things that that I mentioned that I wanted my belt. The strap was supposed to be 54 inches, also on top of everything else. So 54 inches, and again 6.5 millimeters thick. That's what it was supposed to be, and I got something that was pretty different. It was a big gold crumb ring, but the specs were a little different. So this is what I wrote on Muhammad Salman. I put scammer alert. I bought a big gold crumb ring belt from Foreigner's Belts, Muhammad Salman. Came with a broken, corroded post, rust on the snaps, screen tarnishing on the stone holders. The strap was 52 inches instead of 54. The plates supposedly was supposed to be 6.5 millimeters. Instead, it's 3 millimeters. Well, after some back and forth with Salman agreed to refund me half of the money. Several days went by. I'm asking for the money. Excuses after excuse. from him that he has not made any sale. So there's no money that he can send me. I gave him extra days to pay up, and he has not done so. So I will be reporting him to PayPal and every bout group. Be careful with him. He's a liar, not trustworthy. See the pics below. So I put the evidence on the condition that I received on the bout. I did, at that time, I was barely coming up with Bout's Most Wanted Scammers. And I went ahead and did a YouTube video, open box bout review on this crime run from Muhammad Salman for Owner's Bouts. There's two videos. There's a part 1 and a part 2. So in case if you guys want to see, it's there on my YouTube channel. You guys are able to check that out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the conversation that I had and my proof and evidence of this complaint about Muhammad Salman here. So you can see here that's what he wrote to me there. Then those other things that I wanted with the bouts and was not promised. What happened, I even measured it with the tape ruler there. And you can see down there a broken rusted post there. Even the leather strap was as thick as the plates, which was turned out to be 3 millimeters thick, not 6.5. So what I paid for this bout was, at that time, for me, it was pretty pricey for a bout like that in that condition. Remember, guys, when you're paying for a bout and you're getting a bout made, you expect it to be brand spanking new, brand new. And this thing came to me like if it was sitting on the shelf, rotting away. And I paid $650 for this bout. So $650 was not worth $650 at all for a 52-inch instead of 54 strap, for a 3 millimeter thick plate instead of 6.5, and for tarnishing, for some rust, for some broken post in the back. And I believe, I cannot remember right now, but I'm sure there was about 2 more issues with the bout that it came with. $650, and again, for a bout in that condition, for 3 millimeter plates. Oh yeah, and the gold was not 24K gold, so there was some plating issues with it as well. So $650, no way, totally got ripped off with that, especially in the condition that it arrived. That's why I asked for half. I ended up getting half of $650. So I got what, $325. $325 for the bout in that condition, 3 millimeters, short strap. Okay, now we're talking. But nonetheless, he refused to give me a partial refund. He refused to fix the situation back then. So that's why he's labeled a scammer alert. Even though I did get a partial refund, I had to go through PayPal to get that partial refund. He didn't do it willingly. That's the problem. He didn't do it willingly. So when you have a maker that you have an issue with, the product didn't come out the way that you want it, and you already told them, you got to fix this, come up with a solution, and if they refuse to come up with the solution, they need to compensate you, ask for a partial refund of whatever amount that you think is fair. If that maker or middleman refuses to comply, then that means that they're trying to scam you. Even though that you did get that product, you got it messed up and you got it in a condition that you didn't pay for like that. Unless it was a used belt and they point out the things and you pay for it, then that's another story. But if you're paying for a brand new belt and you notice that it's a piece of shit belt like this one that turned out to be, then you have every right to go ahead and request for a partial refund. So again, Muhammad Salman, scam alert here at Belt's Most Wanted Scammers. As you can see there, offender number 22-0023 from Sialkot, Punjab, foreigners belt, fraud, deceptive conduct, and of course my little story there. That was the first complaint, Belt's Most Wanted Scammers for Muhammad Salman, foreigners belts. This guy is bad news. This was back in, again, like I said, back in 2022. And it seems now we're in 2024. This guy is definitely still, you know, up to his shenanigans. And, you know, he's just, it seems like he wants to just screw up his business is what he wants to do. So that's all I gotta say about this scumbag. He's no good. If you guys are brand new to the hobby, stay away from Muhammad Salman foreigners belts, guys. There's other belt makers that will do better work than he does, and you will be guaranteed to get your belt. There's some makers that do take goods and services, and there's some that only take friends and family. For those ones that take belt makers that take friends and family, make sure that you do your homework on those makers. Make sure that they're highly reputable. Make sure that they fly straight, okay? Because there's a lot of makers out there that will screw you over. You will get excuses after excuses, just like this piece of shit in the belt hobby, and then you're just gonna be kicking your own ass and tell yourself, damn it, I should have done my homework on this person. So if you guys are new to the hobby, or if you guys been in the hobby for a while and you guys just still don't know how a maker is, feel free to contact me, drop a PM, a comment, join Belt's Most Wanted Scammers on Facebook, and check out the list of scammers and be on the lookouts. A lot of people that are scamming right now. These people include belt makers, they include middlemen, moderators, admins, buyers, sellers, restoners, releatherers, you name it. Some of them have scammed. So check out their files. If you're not sure, type in their name on the search bar at Belt's Most Wanted Scammers to see if they have a file. And if you can't find one, PM me and I'll go investigate whoever. You know, I don't like people getting screwed over. I've been screwed over, not just once, not twice, but 3 times since 2022. 3 times, and all 3 times happened within less than a year of 2022. I learned the hard way. You know, it is what it is, and now I know who to trust and who not to trust. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave you guys alone here. Again, become a member of Bouts Most Wanted Scammers. Check it out. Go to Facebook. Be safe. Don't be sorry, guys. Peace.